Alright everybody, if you like baby food, then you might like this knife. Let's talk blades, because that's what we're into. Not really though. Let's kind of be a little bit more clear about what I'm talking about here. Knives and baby food should not go together. But, and I say this with love, but this is a great knife from a company that sounds like it is baby food. So let's get into it. Right now I have for you the Gerber 06 Fast Knife Serrated Edge Tanto. All blacked out. So here it is. Gerber 06 Fast. Or at least that's what they call it on the website, or not website, excuse me, on Amazon. The very interesting knife. Very, very interesting knife. So every time I pick up a Gerber, I can't help, and I don't know why I do this, but I just think of baby food. I'm like, we jumped from baby food to knives. Could that be possible? I don't know who thought. I don't know. It bothers me. It bothers me so much. Gerber, you see a mountain and a sword stabbed in. You don't see anything about baby food or a smiling baby or anything like that. Please don't give this to your baby. I don't want to be held responsible for you allowing your child to access a different kind of Gerber. Anyways, I like this knife. Never carried it. Not once. I like it because of the uniqueness that this knife has compared to a lot of knives I'm used to. So we will go ahead and get into the specs. This is real G10 right here. And you got the steel liners, as you can see, they're just blacked out. And then there's this aluminum kind of insert in the spine right here. So I guess that's kind of nice. It is an assisted knife, so right now it is in a locked position. You cannot flick open the knife no matter what you do. But you click this up, red is dead, right? And then you pop it open. So, great. You get a decent grip, although everything feels a little bit kind of scrunched up. It still feels alright though. You got a little bit of light jimping right here and on the bottom right here. You kind of got this like skull crusher kind of tip with the lanyard hole through the center. It's a decent knife. And of course you got the Tanto tip half serrations blacked out version. And of course it took me just a few more minutes extra to find this knife because there was no indication, no model number on this knife in particular. No way for me to really know how to look it up other than the brand name Gerber. That's kind of, I just had to type in assisted knife Tanto Gerber and this popped up, so wasn't too hard, but it was still a little bit of a task because there was really no way of identifying what this knife was other than the brand name. So this does not come at a low pocket clip, so when you have it on, you literally have about that much of it sticking out. That bothers me. Another thing, you cannot switch this pocket clip. It stays in one configuration only. So, if that doesn't bother you, then I guess this is okay. Another cool thing is you can notice there are no locks. There is no liner lock, there's no back lock or spine lock. Obviously no compression lock because this is not a Spyderco. It has a button lock. So you press this up and it unlocks the blade. But because it's an assisted knife, you still have that tension spring in there. So you kind of have to manually close it. But it's still pretty decent and it's still very neat. One Gerber knife that I do like. So this retails for $70.69. I got this years back. I'm pretty sure I bought this at Walmart. Actually, I'm pretty positive that I bought this at Walmart. I ended up having a few extra bucks on me years and years back, and I was like, I want to get a few knives. So this amongst two or three others I ended up buying. I can't remember which ones. But this I thought was really interesting. Really interesting. But apparently this isn't going to be available for purchase till sometime in November on Amazon, but you can look it up. That's how I'm looking it up right now, is through Amazon, so it's not available right now. But if you really want one, go ahead and throw it in your cart, and I'm sure it'll be available sooner than you think. So we'll go ahead and get into the specs of this knife. Bust out the weight. One of the reasons why I never carried this knife was because I just like the mechanism on there. I really like the fast deployment. I really like the sound it makes as it opens. I don't know why. I just do. 5.77 ounces, so it's not exactly a light knife, nor is it heavy. A little over 5 ounces. I kind of want to keep my knife at 5 ounces. Everyone knows that's the sweet spot right there. We'll go ahead and get into the length. So the length right now is at a 3.58 inches. So, you know, cutting edge, about 3.5. But overall, 3.58. With an overall 8.5 inches. Yes, that is including that weird little skull breaker on the end right there. And if you guys really do want to see it, there it is. You see those steel liners right there. Pretty decent. Alright, we'll go into how wide things are. So you're looking at 2.6 on the blade, and on the handle you are looking at a 13.4 millimeters. With all that said and done, if you like Tanto tip knives and you don't mind spending, I mean, this knife is still under 80 bucks, so I guess that's still a win. The only thing that bothers me the most about this knife is the pocket clip. How they couldn't make this just a little bit, I mean, because you have so much sticking out of your pocket right there. You have a lot sticking out of your pocket. Now that's kind of a decent amount right there. That kind of bothers me, you know? So like I said recently, I've been getting into the whole deep carry pocket clips. If you guys can, if Gerber can just make some deep carry pocket clips that they can just have customers buy to replace the pocket clips on their more older knives, that would be fantastic. Or if they make new knives and they add the deep carry pocket clip, that would literally make a world of difference, especially with this knife. So I love that sound. I really do. Just listen. You know, it has that, like, not like a grinding noise, but you know when you watch a movie and the guy pulls a sword out of the sheath and you hear it just like hum as it comes out, you know? Love that noise. Always did. So this is kind of reminiscent of that. It's just awesome. And of course it's locked. Once it's out, it's locked. But of course to unlock it, you have to press the button up and close it. So it's a very confident, you hear some confident clicks in this knife when it's open, when it deploys, when you close it, when it locks up as it's open. I don't know. It just sounds really good. Kind of makes me salivate a little bit. So that's one of those good knives. So this is a typical tactical EDC, if you will. Like I said, available on Amazon, I think sometime in November, early November, if you guys are really looking for one. The pocket clip is a little bit weird on this one, and I have to say, look at that. This pocket clip has very little aggression right here. So I don't know if that's good. Like I said, I've never carried this. I've just liked playing with it. Have I cut with it? Once. I think I was, geez, I don't remember what I was cutting. It was something small. Probably plastic. I was cutting plastic off of a DVD with this thing, so I do remember. This doesn't obviously fall shut, but I guess you could do that. Not safe, but hey, whatever. So, bust out I got some leather string right here. Let's see how sharp it still is, if it still is sharp at all. I gotta be honest, it's not razor sharp, considering that I've never used this on anything other than plastic. So yeah, I mean, with the half serrations on this thing, you might get a better, you know, cut into it, but with just a regular blade that I was just trying to use on this, it literally kind of was whatever. So it's not really a huge deal, but I don't know. Let's bust out the paper real quick. I'm really curious now. I really do want to see how sharp it actually is. That's a little weird. Ah. Okay, well, you saw it right there. So it's not bad, but it's not great. It's kind of, I give this maybe a 4 stars. Not adequate. But, I mean, it's a usable edge. Do I want to take it to the grinder? No. I think that's alright. It's fine the way it is for now. Now, as far as the blade steel on this, I just remembered just now that I didn't even add any of the specs for the actual blade steel on this knife. Bear with me here. Should tell me what blade steel, because I have no idea. Yeah, it doesn't really... Someone told me that it's comparable to an AUS 8. Huh. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about what it is as far as blade steel. Okay, here it is. 7CR17 MOV. Yeah, that's not the greatest steel in the world, but I don't know. I guess it's adequate for a knife like this. I don't know if you can see that, but the serrations right here were slightly damaged. I don't know from what. So yeah, 7CR17. Huh. Not really my preferred steel. But if that doesn't bother you and you just like the knife the way I like the knife, then this might be good for your collection. I don't know. Go ahead and check it out on Amazon if you're interested. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for the support. Go ahead and slice that subscribe button. Stab that notification bell if you can. And if you can, like the video if you liked it. Leave me a little comment or two. Tell me how I'm doing. What I can improve on. What I should do differently. Whatever. I will see you all in the next one. Love you.